Welcome to our monthly night sky tour, a series inspired by Alan Wallace and his What in a Night Sky. This is my tribute to Alan, to thank him for his hard work and dedication to make astronomy accessible for everyone. Hey, I'm late. Yeah, sometimes I am being late, but most of all, I just like to stay late at night. June is the month when the day truly takes over the night. I know it's not ideal timing to launch this series, but trust me, there is still a lot to see. Across the UK, sunrise times will vary between 4:20 and 4:50, while sunset will occur between 21:10 and 22:10, depending on your location. Southern region will enjoy longer nights, different to the Scotland where the nights will be both brighter and shorter, if we even can call it night. All through the sunset, the sky remains slightly illuminated, especially near the northern horizon. Because the sun doesn't dip more than 18 degrees below the horizon, there is no true astronomical night. This phenomenon is known as the white nights. There is silver lining to these white nights. You can enjoy daylight for longer, safely observe the solar disk, and even hunt for Noctilucent clouds. Noctilucent clouds? What are they? Noctilucent clouds are extremely thin, high-altitude clouds that appear over the northern horizon. They form at altitudes of around 80 to 90 kilometers above the sea level and are made of tiny ice crystals that reflect sunlight from the sun that is below the horizon. The striking phenomenon occurs only around the summer solstice and appears as glowing clouds against the twilight sky. I will be testing for Noctilucent clouds as well, so if you don't want to miss any notification, make sure that you follow my Instagram and Facebook accounts, where I will be dropping the alerts. Links in the description of this video. Now, let's talk about the moon. We start the month with conjunction between Mars, the moon and Regulus, the brightest stars of Leo. The moon will then approach its first quarter, reaching it early in the morning on the 3rd of June. On the 6th of June, the moon will have a close conjunction with Spica, the brightest star of Virgo. Unfortunately, for observers in the UK, the best views will be during the daylight. But if you are watching from Asia, Australia, especially Tasmania, be sure you look out for this beautiful pairing. On the evening of the 9th June, the moon will be entering the constellation Scorpius, especially the Antares region. At this time, the 98% illuminated moon will occult with the Fang star, and with the star reappearing from the moon's edge shortly after 10 p.m. British Summer Time. Fingers crossed for the good weather. If the weather will be good, I will try to live stream it. On the 10th of June, the moon will continue across the region, and around 10 a.m. UTC, it will conjunct with Antares. This event will provide beautiful views for observers on the western coast of North and South America, Japan and Australia. Observers in the southern hemisphere might even catch the occultation of Antares. And now to the most notable event of the month, the lowest full moon in the 19 years nodal cycle, occurring on the 11th June. This means the full moon won't appear this low in the sky for another 19 years. If you would like a deeper explanation in the lunar nodal cycle, let me know in the comments. I would be happy to make a separate video about this. In the days that follow, the moon will gradually wane, reaching the last quarter on the morning of the 19th June. This time near Saturn and Neptune, with a great opportunity to locate this planet with the help of the moon. Then on the morning of the 22nd of June, the crescent moon will conjunct with Venus. The next day it will occult Pleiades, just like a few months ago, what we have also live streamed on my YouTube channel. What we have already live streamed. If you would like to check how this looked like, check the link in the description. We finish the month with the new moon on the 25th of June, followed by another Mars-Moon Regulus conjunction on the 29th of June. If you are watching this from Western Peru or Ecuador, you might be able to catch a rare Mars occultation. Now let's move to planets. Mercury will be moving away from the Sun at the beginning of the month, but don't get too excited. It remains a tricky target throughout June. Due to the long summer twilight in the northern horizon, visibility remains poor all month, with the planet low on the horizon and easily lost in the glow. But Venus will start this month with a greatest western elongation, offering brilliant visibility in the morning sky. You will find it shining brightly about 5 degrees above the eastern horizon, just before sunrise. As the month continues, it remains a stunning presence at dawn, with the beautiful conjunction mentioned before, definitely worth an early wake-up. Mars starts the month with the conjunction alongside the Moon and Regulus in the constellation of Leo. It slowly makes its way across Leo throughout June, heading towards the second close meeting with Regulus on the 17th June. While still small in apparent size, its reddish glow stands out nicely in the early evenings. And Saturn, at the beginning of the month, will be rising in the early hours and reaching about 10 degrees above the horizon before sunrise. Its visibility steadily improves, and by the end of June, it will reach around 25 degrees altitude in the morning sky. Look out for the lovely conjunction with the Moon on the 19th of June. A great pairing, especially throughout binoculars or small telescopes. And what about constellations? Dominating the southern sky, Bootes is a home to Arcturus, one of the brightest stars in the night sky. An orange giant that is a real eye-catcher. The constellation itself looks like a kite and is a great guide spot to find other objects. Just next to the Bootes, this delicate semicircle of stars represents the northern crown. Not much going on deep sky-wise, but it's a beautiful shape and it's easy to spot. Look out for a T Corona Borealis, a recurrent nova expected to flare in the near future. Now, large constellation that hosts one of the thinnest globular clusters in the sky, M13, the Great Hercules Cluster, visible even in binoculars. And yes, that's true, I use that object as a starting point when I'm introducing my friends to binoculars. But to be honest, telescope will be much better choice. Nearby there is also M92, another nice globular cluster worth a visit. Rising higher as the night goes on, Lyra is a small constellation but packed with sides. It's called Vega, one of the brightest stars in the sky, and M57, the famous Ring Nebula, a planetary nebula that looks like a tiny smoke ring in a small scope. Who knows, this might be the next target on my live stream through that beast, so make sure that you subscribe to do not miss any of the live stream. Next one will be Cygnus. The swan is beginning to stretch across the eastern sky and will be better placed later in the night. It's home to the part of the Summer Triangle and the rich region of the Milky Way. You will find targets like a North American nebula and Albireo, a stunning colorful double star. Often overlooked, Ophiuchus is packed with globular clusters, M10, M12, M14 and more. A gold mine if you are into deep sky objects. It also lies between Hercules and Scorpius, making it a bridge between spring and summer constellations. Visible low on the southern horizon, best from southern UK, this is a real gem. Antares, its red heart, is often compared to Mars. The region around it is full of nebulosity and star clusters, including M4, a bright globular cluster near Antares. Many of those constellations we have just mentioned, Cygnus, Lyra, Aquila and Scorpius, lie along the Milky Way, and some of them are home to its spiral arms and even the galactic core. Although the best views of the Milky Way have already passed, for early risers back in April and May there is still plenty to enjoy. By late June, under darker skies, you can catch the Milky Way rising high after midnight, arching across the east and revealing rich stars fields, especially as we move closer to the heart of our galaxy in July and August. That wraps up our June 2025. So nights will be shorter, but there is still plenty of things to see, starting with Noctilucent clouds, lunar alignment and Milky Way stretching across the sky. So, if you like this video, make sure that you click the like button, leave the subscription, that will help other people to find the night sky. And if you spotted anything nice in this month, just let me know in the comments, I would like to hear about it. This series is a tribute to Alan Wallace, whose passion brought the night sky closer to all of us. I hope to carry on forward, one month at a time. Thanks for watching, and as always, clear sky. See you late at night.